I absolutely love PlayStation. I've been playing PlayStation since I was a kid. PS1 was my first console, it's still my favorite console, and I've loved all consoles behind it, even to this day of the PS5. The PS3 is definitely no exception for me. There's a lot of good stuff on this. Sure, the PS3 definitely had a rocky start back in 2006. They were asking for $500 for that thing, and that was just absolutely crazy and ludicrous. I don't know what Sony was thinking, but they redeemed themselves. They did lower the price, and they made some good first-party titles. Without a doubt, the PS3 is home to a lot of good stuff that came out during that era of gaming, for sure. I'm here today to talk about games that probably most people definitely know, but games I feel like that you should definitely have in your collection. These are all exclusive games for the PS3, and they're definitely essential to have on the system. And the best part is, you can get all of these games for less than $15. So, without further ado, here are the must-buy PS3 exclusive games for less than $15. Number 1, Infamous. Infamous was a huge title when it first came out. People love this game, and there's reasons for it. It's kind of an open world deal, action-adventure kind of style, sort of like Spider-Man, for the PS4 or something like that. But, you can make decisions, and you can be good or you can be bad. And that game really was just what set the standards for what a PS3 game can be. And it was developed by Sucker Punch, which are famous for the games like the Sly Cooper games on PS2. Infamous is just such a good game that you don't want to miss out on. There's a lot you can do here. It's open-ended. It is such a good game. And not to mention, this game is literally like $6 or $7 complete in box. And the second game is also very good too. If you just want more Infamous, it's there as well. Just as cheap as well too. So Infamous is a game you don't want to miss out on, and definitely should have in your PS3 collection. Number 2, the Uncharted series. I think when people think of PS3, Uncharted is for sure one of the games that people think about. It also got a movie, if you haven't noticed, about a couple years ago with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. That's pretty cool. Uncharted is one of the biggest games ever of all time. It is one of the biggest games that have come out in the last 20 years. It is a fantastic franchise. Well, what makes it so good? Well, the fact that it's like Indiana Jones meets a modern day setting and a little bit of Tomb Raider. Uncharted is such a good franchise. The reason I put these 3 games on the list is because you can't really go wrong with any of them. In my personal opinion, you should definitely start with the first one. That way you can kind of understand who the characters are, and as the games go on. You should really consider playing all of them. Even Uncharted 4 and The Lost Legacy on PS4 are very good games. But aside that, I know I've been blabbing, they're action-adventure games through and through. They show what cinematic games can be, and they're exclusive to the PS3. Now, good thing is, if you want to play them, you can play them on the PS4, PS5. There's a Legacy collection, so you can. Most people are probably going to go that route, but if you're a collector and you want the original games, dude, these games are cheap. These games are like $5 to $6 each. It's all day long. They'll probably always be that too. Uncharted sold extremely well. It's been remastered. There is no reason to why you shouldn't play those games. They are probably among the best games on the console. So if you've never played Uncharted, I highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed.
Stay down.
Hello, Victor.
Kate?
Still wallowing in the gutter with your protege, I see. Not very dignified for a man of your age.
Should have known you'd be behind this. Oh, careful now. Wouldn't want you to melt.
Same cocky little shit. So fearless. I wonder what you're really afraid of. Not bullets or blood or broken bones. No. You get off on all this, don't you? Cheating death. Or not.
No.
Mr. Sullivan, I won't harm your precious boy. I merely want what's mine.
Give me that back.
Cutter!
Oh no. Oh.
Shut up!
You fool!
Oh, you're bloody welcome, Your Majesty.
Marlowe, we have to get you out of here.
Number 3, MotorStorm. MotorStorm is a franchise owned by Sony. It was developed by Evolution Studios and of course published by Sony. And these games were all racing games, and you're kind of like in the desert and stuff in the Badlands, at least in the first game. And the games are really fun. You can like boost and like drift, and it's just really fun. You can be like dune buggy or like a motorcycle or like an ATV or something like that, like a truck. It's just really fun. It's just kind of just fun racing games. And it was bundled with a lot of consoles that came out, and MotorStorm is definitely not an exception. Now, I will say this, I do think Pacific Rift and Apocalypse are better than the first game, hands down. However, those games are a little bit more pricey. Those do cost roughly around $15 to $20. But if you want a cheap game that's really good, exclusive to the PS3, I highly recommend MotorStorm. It's a fun racing game, and it's just a good time. So, can't go wrong with that. So, check it out any way you can. Number 4, Dragon's Crown. Dragon's Crown is probably the most unique game on this whole list. It combines role-playing game elements as well as beat-em-up hack and slash as well. That kind of like Super Nintendo, Genesis style, which is really cool, like Golden Axe and all that junk. But Dragon's Crown is an RPG beat-em-up, and you can choose different characters like a warrior, a mage. You can choose a rogue, or it's pretty cool, and you can name him whatever you want. And as the game goes on, when you're battling, you can actually get stat points, and you learn new moves, and it's just really cool. I didn't dive too far into this one, but just playing it for a little bit, I had a lot of fun. This game is definitely one I would recommend to have, and it's exclusive to the PS3 only, but you can actually get it on the PS4 as the Pro version. However, that one is a little bit more pricey. It's like $20 to $30, so for the sake of the video, this is the most expensive game on the list. It goes for roughly around $14 right now. I definitely recommend getting this one though, just because it's an exclusive, it's really good, and it was made by Vanillaware, and if you don't know who they are, they made stuff like Odin Sphere and all that stuff. Best part of this game is definitely the multiplayer aspect. You can play with up to 4 players, and that's just awesome. So, Dragon's Crown's for sure one I would recommend, especially it's a different kind of game. It's not a platformer or adventure game, so Dragon's Crown, definitely pick this one up.
There seem to be more nests similar to this one spread throughout the area.
Number 5, Little Big Planet. Most of you guys watching this video have probably already played Little Big Planet. It's definitely one of the big flagship games for the system, but I had to mention it. I mean, it's Little Big Planet. This game appeals to every single category of people, and I would definitely recommend getting Little Big Planet. There's about 3 of these games. You get the first, the second, and the third, and as well as Sackboy on the PS5, PS4, which that game is just awesome if you've never played that. But anyways, Little Big Planet, it's just a side-scrolling platform game. Nothing really much to it. You can decorate your character, and you got some fun little puzzles in these levels. It's just a feel-good game. It's a good game to play with like your family or some friends, and you shouldn't miss out on it. This game is just dirt cheap. It goes for like just a little over $5. And so does the second game too, so you might as well just get both. The third game is like $12, but I would say this, I'd get that on PS4, because it is on PS4, might run a little bit better, but, the trilogy exists on the PS3, but I definitely would get Little Big Planet. It's definitely one of the best games on the console. And there you have it. These are the games that I recommend that you should definitely get for the PS3 if you want to get them on the cheap, and they're exclusive to the console, and of course, they're quality games. There are some other good honorable mentions like Killzone, Resistance, and even Heavenly Sword. Resistance I thought was close. Killzone as well, because they're first-person shooters and they're a little different. Definitely recommend getting those as well. But I just, for the sake of the video, I chose these games. I felt like they would appeal to more people, but definitely get these as well. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like below. If you got something to say, leave a comment down below. And of course, if you want more content like this for the future, be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Take it easy.